And over time, that becomes automatic. You don't even notice when discipline leaves the room. Because your excuses sound reasonable. Self-control doesn't grow in perfect conditions. It grows when you act despite discomfort. If your brain is always allowed to explain its way out, control never gets stronger. The third habit is defending distraction. You say you need noise, music, videos, multiple tabs open. You say it helps you focus. But deep down, you know the truth. Silence makes you uncomfortable. Because silence forces you to face effort. Stillness forces you to face resistance. So you stay stimulated, constantly, notifications, scrolling, background noise all day long. And, slowly, your attention span collapses. When attention collapses, self-control goes with it. Because control requires presence. And presence requires quiet. If your mind is always jumping, you'll always act on impulse. The fourth habit is avoiding boredom at all costs. This one is subtle and dangerous. The moment there's nothing to do, you reach for something. Your phone, food, thoughts, anything. You never let boredom sit. But boredom is where discipline is built. It's the space where your brain learns patience, where urges rise and fall. When you constantly escape boredom, you never learn to resist impulses. So when a strong urge shows up, you obey it without thinking. Not because you want to, because you never practiced waiting. Now listen carefully. None of these habits feel destructive. In the moment, that's why you defend them. They feel comforting. They feel deserved. They feel normal. But self-control isn't destroyed by chaos. It's destroyed by comfort without limits. Every habit you defend becomes part of your identity, and every identity shapes your future behavior. Here's the truth most people avoid. You don't have a self-control problem. You have a loyalty problem. You're loyal to habits that feel good now and hurt you later. And the moment you stop defending them, they lose power. So here's the takeaway. If you want control, stop asking, "What do I feel like doing?" Start asking, "What kind of person am I becoming?" Delay the reward. Drop the excuses. Protect your focus. Let boredom exist. Control is built in small moments of resistance, not dramatic changes. You don't need to fight yourself. You need to stop protecting what weakens you. Now I want you to be honest. Which habit did you feel called out by the most? The self-rewarding, the excuses, the distraction, or the need to escape boredom? Comment below. Awareness is the first step to control. If this video made you think differently, like it, subscribe for more content that builds discipline, clarity, and strength. Because self-control isn't about force. It's about who you stop defending and who you decide to become. You don't lose control because you're weak. You lose control because of habits you defend every single day. Habits you justify. Habits you explain away. Habits you protect like they're part of your personality. Let me ask you something. What if the very things you say aren't that bad? Are the exact things breaking your self-control? Stay with me, because this might change how you see yourself. Most people think self-control is about motivation, or discipline, or being strong enough. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is this. You are loyal to habits that are slowly sabotaging you. You don't call them bad habits. You call them normal, deserved, just how life is. And because you defend them, they stay. And because they stay, control disappears. This matters because self-control isn't just about productivity. It's about who you become. It decides whether you keep promises to yourself, whether you stay calm under pressure, whether you act intentionally or react emotionally. And every habit you defend trains your brain. What to expect next? Let's talk about the ones quietly breaking you. The first habit is constant self-reward. You work a little, then reward yourself. You feel stressed, then reward yourself. You feel bored, reward yourself. You feel proud. Reward yourself again. Food, screens, entertainment, comfort. You tell yourself, I earned this. But here's the problem. When reward comes before effort is complete, control weakens. Your brain starts associating discomfort with escape, not growth. So the moment things get hard, your mind looks for relief, not progress. Think about it. You sit down to focus. 5 minutes in, you feel resistance. And suddenly, checking your phone feels justified. That's not lack of discipline. That's a trained response. The more you reward small effort with big comfort, the less tolerance you have for challenge. The second habit is over-explaining your behavior. You always have a reason, a story, an excuse that sounds logical. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I'll do it later. This isn't the right time. And maybe all of that is true. But here's the danger. Every explanation removes responsibility. Instead of asking, what should I do? You ask, how can I justify not doing it?